So I'm sharing another little update with you. So we have all of the flooring laid in the top level of the house. This whole floor was rotted out. So I shared a little story of that, a little short clip of that. So that's definitely on the channel. You can see it. We weren't planning on doing that, but that took a lot of time. So we had to take out all that floor, put a new subfloor down, and then continue with the flooring. We're working on trim and everything right now, the underneath the cabinets and the trim, but we've got the new stove vent in. The stove is in. And like I said, so like we need some of the trim, the base trim put in. But look how good. I'm here right now. There's a lot of touch-up paint. So we were working on putting all the trim in. We're missing some right there, but so all of this trim, I am here to now, touch up the paint, fill the holes, but look how good the floor looks. I mean, if you can go back and look at the before of this room, these curtains, obviously they are not staying here. We just put them on the windows so that we can close them at night when we leave. But so those are definitely not staying. We just wanted to cover the windows. But if you go back to the before, it is amazing what some cleaning, paint, filling holes, obviously, those kinds of things, new flooring and some trim can do. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work for, two people, but it's definitely doable. It's just, it just makes me so happy what a difference these kinds of things make. So yeah, so like I said, I'm literally going to be filling holes, like the nail holes, and for all of the trim that we put in yesterday. It's all around, obviously, the house or the top level here. This grate or this vent cover, it's like an intake. Am I saying this right? This thing right here looked so bad. All I did was I gave it a really good cleaning, and then I was able to spray paint it so it looks new now. So we just have to screw that in. We put all the transitions in that we needed to, in areas that we needed to, but I mean, it is looking so good. So we took the floor in through here. They had a vent thing in here. It was a laundry chute. Why they didn't continue the floor, at some point it was a laundry chute. So we just covered it up because it's, the storage is more needed than that laundry chute that would be at the base there. I would rather have storage. So we did that. But again, here's another bedroom with all the trim in. The sink part that we haven't set the bathroom yet. But so yeah, so we are still working on the bathroom. So like I said, and down here, this has kind of been where I've been painting trim before we put it up. So it's kind of nice to not have that done. But we will have this carpeted. And I don't know if I shared this yet, but just putting the new wood on the top of these looks so nice. And then we will start the wood floor like we did up here. We will be putting that all down there in this room and then the room that goes over there. So not many changes down here. We added a new light in the bathroom. I was doing some touch-up paint down here. I was trying to think if we've really done anything down here since my last update. I don't think we have. But we're running into, once we're laid the floors, because we want to get them down underneath the trim, so like this stuff just takes a lot of time. Just these little touch-ups and adding the trim takes time. So that's why like this stuff is pulled off. So literally the trim, yesterday was not a great day. We had a couple of problems and issues we ran into, and then we ran out of trim. We thought we had enough and we ran out of trim. But obviously we have to get more for downstairs anyway, but we were just trying to hit a goal yesterday of getting all the trim in, and getting some of these things done, getting the base under the cabinets, And there was something else I can't remember. It's been a little bit warmer now, so I have been working on, we put these in. We went and bought these brand new, and then literally the next day found them at Restore for $1. Always check your Restore. And if you don't need like a supply so like these, I didn't need them like right now, right? But we bought them and then we didn't open them until we just waited a little bit because we were still putting in the floor, and then literally we found them at Restore. Restore is your best friend with projects like these. So definitely always check and go often. Go every day if you can, multiple times a day if you can. You know, it's like a thrift store. They're bringing stuff out all the time and they're getting donations all the time. So, you know, we just saved, I want to say they were $12 each. So we spent $2 instead of $24. So it's like a huge, just the money we saved just shopping at Restore. Or obviously if you have yard sales and estate sales and those kinds of things going on right now, that would be great. We don't, it's still kind of winter here. But I don't know if you can tell down here, but we needed to add more dirt here. And so it was kind of warmer this weekend when we were working. And so the bags of dirt we got were frozen. So we just laid them out in the sun and then it was okay. But we wanted to put dirt towards the house and then push it away from the house, if that makes sense. Like I said, this house has been vacant forever. You know, it just hasn't been taken care of like you would if you know, obviously we're living here. So you definitely want any dirt or anything going away from the house, right? So higher to lower. I could explain this outside, but we're right here. So just so that any rainfall and water goes away from the house, right? So we put a bunch of dirt up higher back here and then, you know, obviously graded it out so then the water will flow away from the house. We will be cleaning out the gutters as well. Always check gutters if you're doing a flip house or a project like this. You're not going to be able to see out there. Because the gutters can lead to water in your basements and things. We've had 2 flip houses where literally all we needed to do was clean out the gutters so that everything was flowing naturally, or right. They also had, you know, the old railroad ties in front of this bush. So it went in front of this bush and then this way towards the house. We're renting this out, right? So that can leave water inside this area too. And there's a little kind of hill right over here on the side that goes into the driveway next door. So we want all water when it's raining or, you know, basically when it's raining and raining hard to flow away from the house and away from the house. And those railroad ties, they were kind of rotted and gross anyway. They can keep all that water in this area. And then sometimes you can run into issues with that. So just a little tip, just check around all of outside. And it's things like check your gutters, check the downspouts that they're not full. One of the downspouts on one of the houses we did was so full that nothing could run. And so it was just the water was sitting there and couldn't get away from the house. So it's like that, or putting, you know, if you need some dirt to push it, you know, have it higher in the back. And then, so it's like a hill you're making so the water flows away. Just check those things. It's the smallest little changes that, can really help. So that's the other one we got at Restore for $1. My favorite thing. So anyway, I'm here today to just paint and do some touch up, but we are getting there.